Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to the Bulls and Bears Market Wrap, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Market Wrap is brought to you by Wiluna Mining, formerly known as Blackham Resources, ASX code WMX. I'm Matt Birney and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Executive Chairman of Wiluna Mining, Milan Jerkovic. Hi, Milan.
Great, Matt. How are you going?
Well, Milan, you were part of the turnaround team that was brought in a couple of years ago to get the then Blackham Resources, before it changed its name to Wiluna Mining, back on track after its gold mining operations in Wiluna sailed close to the wind financially. 2020 financial year results on the street now. That turnaround looks to be taking hold. I see you've put out an announcement this week with some pretty good-looking results, drill results. Where were those results from and what were the best numbers?
Some of the best numbers came from our current golden age ore body that we're mining, that will form part of the current mining strategy and future sulphide strategy. And there was sort of 6 metres at 112 grams there with an internal 0.65 metres at 880, which are quite stunning. And then the Bulletin ore body proving to be very nice, 12 metres at 12, 10 metres at 7. The other results are all from areas that we'll be mining first in our stage 1 sulphide development that started already.
Your FY20 numbers show something of a turnaround in profitability at the Wiluna Gold Mine. What was the gross profit from operations for the year just gone, and how does that number compare to the previous year, and what were the key factors in that turnaround?
For the first time in a long time, we actually achieved a gross profit that was positive, modest 1.5 million compared to the last year's loss of 15. The key turnaround for us was stabilising operating aspects of the mine. The gold price helped somewhat as well. There were obviously some asset sales along the way as well.
I know the corporate numbers have vastly improved too. What was the total comprehensive profit for the company for the year just gone, and how did that compare to the year before?
We achieved a $14 million comprehensive profit versus a loss of 73 in the previous year, with significant write-offs that we had to incur. As a balance sheet clean-up and a resetting of the company, the 12 months was extremely positive.
And I see you've paid down a fair bit of debt, improved your working capital position. What are the key numbers there?
In terms of our liquidity position, we improved that by 34 million in terms of receivable versus payables, which means we brought all of our creditors down to very, very good 45-day terms, and then we retired another $15 million of debt in that 12 months.
And I know you've got a plan to jump from 61,000 ounces of production last year into 120,000 and then on to 250,000. So a very ambitious plan, but I can see you've got over 6 million ounces in resources. So a plan that I think you've got potentially a shot of achieving. So Milan Jerkovic from Wiluna Mining, thanks very much for joining me on the Market Wrap. And just remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to the Bulls and Bears Market Wrap.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.